Andrew Mackay, and he's just talking about something he's going to do maybe with Google at the Vet Show next week, but he's showing me how he works on his mobile phone and with Google Docs and things like that. Andrew, just describe what you were telling me about a little while ago.
Well, I've got the latest Samsung S4. I only got it like a month ago, but I've been doing Google Drive for a while, and I thought, I want to get a phone that actually enables me to do it on my phone. So on here, you can see I've got Drive. That's a free app, obviously, from Google. So I click on that, and that will load in about 3 seconds' time. That will change, and you'll see all the folders I've got in Google Drive.
We're working live here, of course.
Live, of course. There we go. You can see all the folders there. So what I've got is all my. I'll keep it still. I've got all my work in here. So if I click on that, that's all my courses for this. Yep. If I click on the first one, Access, click on that, and that will load up. I am going to have to move the phone backwards and forwards so I can see what I'm doing. Down the bottom, I've got my scheme of work. So I'm going to click on that. And that'll load. 4G network is very quick. It's actually quicker than the Wi-Fi.
Oh, you're not on our college Wi-Fi? You're on your own 4G?
I'm on 4G.
Oh, incredible. I love it.
Yeah, and you can see that scheme of work, and of course that all does that's backwards on your phone. So from one phone to another, and then my scheme of work is here. And the good thing about the scheme of work being on Google Drive is that you can copy the URL in there, and you can work on it from home. So if you get home and think, I forgot to do that, or whatever, then. But it's nice having the option to know that if it's 5 o'clock and you've run out of time, you can actually go home and do it when you get home when you've got a spare few minutes. So that's quite good. Anyway, so that's, and all my other I'm not going to bore you, but all my other documents are there as well. So I'm using my USB stick less and less now. But another thing that you might want to see is this. I've also got another thing here. If I can use your phone.
That's my secret data protection principle. It's up back to front on my camera here because I've got the front-facing camera doing it.
I've got another folder here called BTech Mark for this year. So I'm going to click on that. That's all my groups that I'm doing for BTech there. So I'll click one at random, that one, and there's all the people, all the students that I've got. So I set up their folders at the beginning of the year. So I'll click on one at random. Okay, so for this unit, I've set up their docs as well, because I know I want P1M1D1, for example, all in one doc. There's a reason why I've done this. Okay, so if I click on P1M1D1, you can see here, this is his work. So I can scroll up and down and check it. Now, the good thing about this is that when I'm walking in the corridor and someone I haven't seen for a while comes, I go, have you've done P1, have you? And they go, yeah. So I go, okay, let's have a look. So I go on here and blah, 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 and say, right, okay, that's good. And then when I've done it, you can see all the comments I've left, and I normally bold with an asterisk, the individual criteria. The really good thing about this and why I set up their docs for them rather than the other way around is because when the deadline for that group, say December the 5th, what I do is I go to all the folders and I change it from can edit to can view, which effectively locks the folder. And that's one way of treating everyone equally and diversively.
And
they all understand that, of course, and it's perfectly fair, and they quite enjoy it.
I think that's a brilliant example of mobile teaching and learning there. I love that description of you can meet a student in the classroom, use your mobile, and you've got all their information in your hand.
You know what's really quite interesting is that I use, because of Google Drive now, I use my scheme of work as a lot more than just a scheme of work. It's almost like a notice board, kind of thing. And so the scheme of work will be up there, and it's like I need to see these people this week. This is what we're covering this week, and all this sort, the usual sort of stuff. But occasionally, if I get a little bit, funny, I can have my scheme of work on my phone, and I can be typing stuff, and on the screen things are being typed, and I have no idea what's going on. And they're like, huh? Like that. And then I did it with a short IT course, where usually those on a short IT course they're not very up on technology just yet. So I actually stood in front of the scheme of work with this in my hand, and I typed the scheme of work via my phone onto the scheme of work, and I let them have a go as well, and they were like, "Whoa!" Yeah. So it was good to show them what's coming up, you know.
I really like that because in a sense, it's simple technology. Because the way we used to have to do that was with ad hoc Wi-Fi connections between some device and the projector and all the rest of it. And here we're just using the cloud to connect devices up. It's magic. All right, thanks, Andrew.
No problem.
Marvellous.